Okay, I didn't record it right away because I didn't know if it would work. I just did a power steering fluid sort of drain and fill. It's not like a full flush to where I got 100% of the old stuff out, but it's more like a drain and fill, and I'll show you how I did it affordably and quick and easy. I didn't have to undo any of the hoses. I think the right way you're supposed to do it is disconnect one of the lines down there, and I'll actually show you. That line right there with the clamp next to the filter, from my understanding, is how you're supposed to actually drain this. Undo the hose, drain it out, turn the steering wheel left and right a few times, get it all drained out, and then refill it. I didn't do that because the clamp is a little rusty and the hose wouldn't come off. But what I came up with is I went to AutoZone and I bought a pump. I'll clean that power steering fluid up. This was $10 at AutoZone. Show you what. So that's which one it is. It's a fluid siphon pump. I think it's meant for fuel siphon, but they don't want to list it as that. You just stick one end obviously in the reservoir and then the other end in your container, and you just start pumping and it sucks out all the fluid. It doesn't make any kind of mess. It's clean. And then once you've got the reservoir empty, you'll go in the car, you'll turn the steering wheel left, and then you'll turn it right quite a few times to get all the fluid circulating through, and then you empty it again and then refill it with fluid. And what I did was I did it a second time. So I'll put new fluid in it, circulate it again, and then pump it again, and then refill it a final time. And it came out pretty nice. Like I said, I didn't get it all, so it still looks a little dark, but it's a lot redder than it was. And the old fluid is nasty. That has a little bit of new in it, but it's pretty bad. So, and I was able to get the level to exactly full. I'll drive it for a handful of miles, and then I'll check it every once in a while, make sure it stays full. I have plenty in here. It only seemed to take a quart to fill it up, so it still has a good bit of old fluid in there, but I think temporarily this is perfectly fine just to get the old fluid out, get some new in there, and get the power steering working good, because my power steering actually works pretty good. So I just wanted to do a flush and get some good fluid in there. The kind of fluid it takes is Mercon V. I just got the cheap stuff from AutoZone because the power steering pump is probably going to go out at some point. I have a new pump that I already ordered. I have it right now, so when this pump goes out, I'll put a new one on, and then I'll put the good fluid in there, the Motorcraft. But for now, this is perfectly fine. It's the right kind of fluid, transmission fluid. And from my understanding, you can't use any other fluid. It has to be the Mercon, I don't know if that's V or 5, transmission fluid. It says for use on certain Ford vehicles. And this has the anti-wear additive. So it's probably pretty good stuff. It's more than good enough for what I'm using it for. And it's way better than that. So I figured I would show you. Did a fresh flush on it. I still need to change out the rear differential fluid. I'm going to do that later today. I will record that as well. I'm probably going to use the same pump for it, because I'm not going to, with these, I believe you have to replace the differential gasket, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pump out the old fluid, get as much of it as I can out, and then just fill it with brand new fluid, just like I did here. That'll be perfectly fine for what this car needs. Like I said in the beginning, all I'm going for is better than it was, not perfect. So that will be way better than it was. And then I still need to do a coolant flush, and I need to flush the brake fluid. So I'll be flushing the brake fluid and the coolant on a later date. I'm going to do the brakes eventually. I'll flush the fluid and get all the brakes bled when I do that. But here shortly I'm going to work on the rear differential.